In our last video, we worked on making this dresser's custom base, and in today's video, we're going to have the entire transformation of this dresser. Now, this dresser was sent to us by a client that they want to have it completely refinished with a new paint scheme, hardware, and obviously the custom base that we had. So all we're doing is going through and covering up all the old hardware holes, going through, doing any type of patch repair that we may possibly need to patch in certain areas. If you look down here at the left, you can also see that there's a little bit of some nicks and dings. So we're just going to go through, get all that filled with Bondo, sand it on down, and prepped for actual priming. This is going to be the first coat of primer. We're doing our normal procedure with it. Just want to get a light coat just so I can see a little bit more areas. If there's somewhere that maybe has a little bit of an imperfection spot, I'm just able to see it a lot better. So I do a very light pass for my first coat. You can see kind of some of the areas where we did some of the Bondo patch. We're just going to blend that in. What this allows for is to have a nice smooth finish. That way there's no imperfections throughout the entire piece. So we're going to let this set, make sure that there's no runs, make sure that everything's settling how it should, that we're not going to have any crazy amounts of bleed through. On this particular one, I think we're going to be good by the time we get our second coat. So now that it's fully dried, we're just going to look around, see if there's any spots that we need to go through and hit. But we're just going to go ahead and skip over our second coat. No need to show you guys that. We're just going to go into the first coat of color. Now this is a color I actually haven't done before. The client picked this one. This is Artichoke by Sherwin-Williams. It's actually more of a true sage green compared to the normal evergreen fog that we tend to go with. But I definitely like how it complements this particular dresser. I think dressers that have a little bit more simple lines, it's nice to do a little bit of color for it. I think it just gives it a little bit more character, more than just your typical white or maybe black pieces that you tend to see. So all we're doing now is just going through doing a scuff sand between the coats of color. That way we get a nice smooth finish. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with our second coat. As you can tell, it is like a glass finish. This is because we go through, we make sure that we're sanding between each coats properly. That way there's no massive amounts of bumps or anything like that. But we still have to do a little bit more painting. So we're going to go over and do that process right now. So for me, I like spraying with the drawers in. Now the reason why is because it makes it a little bit easier not taping. However, that does mean that I have to go back through with a brush, and all these little perimeter areas, as you can see that the paint didn't cover when we sprayed it, we're just going to go through and touch up. But now we're going to go ahead and get all the hardware on. Already got the holes pre-drilled, ready to go. And here is the final result of this dresser, and I think it just came out great. I think the client's definitely going to love it. The wood tone with the gold hardware and the artichoke color really complements it well. So let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned for more.